It's me again. Today we are going to look into your reading textbook. So in the pile of things that you picked up from school, this book was in your pile. And if you don't have one, you need to get in touch with your teacher because she probably has your book. This is our textbook. You can write in it and it's yours to keep. You don't have to return it to the school. I want you to turn to page 10. Page numbers are in the bottom corner down here. We want page 10. This is the beginning of our new unit. Inventors at work. This little girl, she looks very scientific. She has her safety goggles on. She's using some tools. I see wires and mechanical parts. She's fixing something. Your book in the corner has a quote from someone, probably very important, although I don't recognize the name. But it says, I will not follow where the path may lead, but I will go where there is no path, and I will leave a trail. And that just kind of means to be your own person and pursue your own dreams. Don't follow the crowd. Our essential question is the thing that's supposed to make us think. What kinds of circumstances push people to create new inventions? Well, I bet the person who created the alarm clock woke up late for work one day and invented a clock that made a lot of noise. Maybe the person who invented the indoor toilet got tired of going outside to an outhouse in the freezing cold. Think of other things that you see around your house or around in your community that were invented by people. Someone had to invent the car. Someone had to invent sunglasses. Everything that you see that's made by a person or a machine had to be invented by someone. In this unit, if you'll turn the page, we are going to have some very important words that I want you to listen for. This page here gives you a lot of information about those words. We're going to be reading lots and lots of stories about inventors and learning things about them. One of those words is transcend. It means to go above or beyond. This gives us an example of the word. Astronauts must transcend limitations and challenges. To be an astronaut, you have to go above or beyond lots of challenges to pass the test in order to be an astronaut. Most people can't do it. The second word is excel. To excel at something is to be very good at it. I know some of you excel in baseball or football or gymnastics or dance. I do not excel in any of those. This word says illustrious. An illustrious person is famous for his or her achievements. I know my son really likes this basketball player who has a name that's got like 20 letters in it, and I can't even pronounce it. I bet some of you are saying it right now. Tata Kanumbo or something like that. He is illustrious for his achievements in basketball. An illustrious inventor would be Thomas Edison. We all know him. He invented the light bulb. This word says revere. If you revere someone, you think very highly of that person. I hope you revere your mommy. You should think very highly of her. I revere people whose inventions improve the world, like Elon Musk. If you've ever heard his name, people revere him because he created the car that could drive itself. This is a word web we'll work on a little bit later. Reasons to invent. Well, this tells me several reasons. People invent things to solve problems, like the toilet. That's a problem, having to go outside to an outhouse in the freezing cold. That would be a problem for me. They invent things to make life easier, like maybe a doorknob. I mean, come on. We need to be able to open the door pretty easily. They invent things to entertain people. Kind of like the whoopee cushion. I mean, who thought of that? And to achieve fame and fortune. Elon Musk has earned a lot of money for inventing the drivable car. We're going to be learning all kinds of things about inventors. And we're going to be reading this text tomorrow. And we're going to be reading this cool looking story about Thomas Edison and Henry Ford in a couple of days. I just wanted you to take a look at your textbook. Now I need you to find your spiral notebook. Looks something like this. Might be a different color. It doesn't matter what color it is, but it has the metal twirlies on the side. In first grade, I called it your twisty notebook. We're going to open to the first page. We always start on page 1. In this notebook, we're going to take some notes on our topic. We're going to make what's called a KWL chart. A KWL chart is a chart that tells me what I already know, what I want to know, and what I have learned. So on your notebook, we're again going to put the date. Now, we can do it in numbers. 9 for September, 1 for the first day, 20 for the year. Again, nice handwriting, please. To make a KWL chart, you draw one big long line across. You draw 2 straight lines down, and you're going to need to leave yourself some room to write. This is the K. That's for what I already know. This is the W. That's for what I want to know. And this is the L. We're not going to do it today. This is what you do later after you've learned some stuff. You come back and fill this part in. Today, we're going to write down a couple of things that we know about inventors. I'm also going to write inventors here at the top. So later, I'll know what it is I was writing about. So pause the video and make your notebook look like this. Now that you've filled out your notebook, we're going to write things that we know. I know that inventors make new things. I like bullets, so I'm going to put a little dot there. It looks like a bullet. I'm going to put make new things. Now, if you'll notice, I switched back to manuscript. It's going to take me a little while to switch to cursive all the time because I spent so long in first grade. The second thing I know about inventors are that they solve problems. Now, this is a graphic organizer. So if all of your words are not spelled perfectly, it's okay. We're organizing our thoughts. We're not trying to be perfect spellers right now. Sometimes we get stressed out trying to do it all at one time. Another thing I know about inventors is they are very smart. I'm going to put very in big letters because I really mean it. Very smart. You think of one other thing that you know about inventors. Pause the video and fill in another dot for me. Now that you've filled in an extra thing that you know, we're going to do what we want to know. I'm going to write down one of the things I want to learn, and you're going to write down one that you want to learn. I want to know if they make lots of money from their invention. Do inventors make lots of money? Well, that's something we'll have to learn. You need to make one more bullet and think of something you want to learn and write it right here. Go ahead and pause the video and do that. Now, we're going to come back later and fill out this what did we learn. Hopefully, when we're done with this unit, we will have learned lots of things about inventors and maybe a few facts about Thomas Edison or other inventors like Henry Ford in our story. Thanks for listening.